Let's talk about Lucasfilm. I did a video on them yesterday talking about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Movie coming out this year, I think in June or July. And like you, I'm also kind of confused as to why this movie is being made. Nobody asked for it. Just like nobody asked for a fourth one. The trilogy ending, and to me, there's still only 3 Indiana Jones movies. The Last Crusade was a perfect ending. Him and his dad riding off into the sunset, I thought was just fine. You could have just ended it right there. Nobody wanted these movies. They're making them anyway. And the rumors behind this one are even worse. Because apparently he gets erased from time and the woman in the picture takes over for him, takes the mantle. Man, if that's true, what a disaster. Who thought that would be a good idea? But anyway, Lucasfilm is back in the headlines again, mostly because of The Bad Batch. Did you know that season 2 of The Bad Batch was out? Nobody's talking about it. Isn't that crazy that a Star Wars show launched, got new content, and nobody cares? It really kind of shows you just how far Star Wars has fallen. Nobody is talking about Bad Batch. This is a new Star Wars season out there. Nobody cares. I would love to see the ratings on this. I'm sure they're still high. But compared to even the first season of this show, I bet you it's a lot lower. They've been losing fans for a long time. Mostly because they listen to the wrong people, even though they say they listen to people. I'm going to go over that in a second. But I wanted to talk about this because it kind of ties into the Solo stuff that I'm about to go into on how they're saying that they listen to the fans. Well, they do listen to some fans. They listen to the wrong fans. So Bad Batch, there was some controversy over this show last year because apparently it's whitewashing the characters. Because they say, so that these clones are altered versions of the regular ones. They're modified. So having one that's like albino here isn't crazy because he's been modified. They're all changed a little bit. So naturally, they're going to look a little bit different than the other clones. But they didn't care. You're not allowed to change anything with the skin. And people threw a big fit over this. This is, of course, at the height of crazy Twitter. And they threw a fit. So what they did was they changed it. They gave in to them, and they darkened them during this. But that's not enough because they apparently got a guy from Colorado to voice the characters when they should have got a person of color to voice them. Anyway, it's bad enough that they got a white American to do, frankly, quite racist imitation of my actors to play the voice of the clones in animation without them straight up bleaching them. No way I'm possibly watching that shit. Unwhitewashed, The Bad Batch. Does this explain how the designs and writing are racist? Be racist fans shouldn't be who you cater to. Get the F off of my profile, racist. There's one actually talking about saying the guy that voiced one of them is from Colorado or something. So they listened to those fans, and the reason that I tied that into this is because Solo, a Star Wars story director, Ron Howard, makes a bizarre claim that Lucasfilm loves the fans and really do listen. Oh, really? I mean, I could have sworn that Pablo Hidalgo has mocked fans several times. He's a pretty high up Lucasfilm person. Actively mocks fans, calls them stupid. But yeah, he loves the fans. Sure, Ron Howard. Are you trying to get a job? Are you trying to get Solo 2 made, Ron? Is that what's going on here? Are you trying to get another Solo movie made? So here's what he said. Speaking with NME, while providing an update on a possible sequel to Solo, a Star Wars film. Well, there you go. They're still trying to get... Solo lost money. So he's talking about a sequel to Solo, which isn't going to happen. You are going to get the Lando show, which, in an alternate world where Lucasfilm actually cared about fans and did a good job, that could be a cool show. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Howard indicated Lucasfilm has no intentions of making a sequel after the film bombed at the box office, despite the film being an obvious vehicle for spin-offs with the return of Maul and the recasting of Lando Calrissian and Han Solo with younger actors. Howard told the outlet, the only discussion that I'm aware of about a sequel for Solo is coming from the fans at this point. He added, I don't think it's a Lucasfilm priority as I understand it. Well, it does still get some spinoffs. There's a Lando show coming. Didn't they announce a Lando show with Donald Glover? I haven't heard anything about it since that announcement, but I'm pretty sure that's being made. So they're still going to do spinoffs. Howard then went on to claim Lucasfilm loves its fans. He stated, but there's some great characters launched, and the folks from Lucasfilm love the fans and really do listen, so I would never say never. But I'm not aware of any concrete plans right now to extend the story or deal with that particular set of characters. Listen, I'm positive there's a Lando show. I thought there was. Yeah, they did announce it. I had to look it up a little bit. It was announced December 10th, 2020, and will air on Disney Plus. Now, maybe they canceled it, but they haven't announced that they've canceled it. So, yeah, I thought they did. So they still are doing that. So, but it's funny. He says, oh, they love the fans. I just find that funny. It's hard to imagine Lucasfilm loves its fan when Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy made it crystal clear from the outset that she set out to radically alter the company and the product it creates. And then they list a whole bunch of evidence here in the article about all of the bullshit that they've done. And here's one from the Star Wars official account. Our Star Wars community is one of hope and inclusivity. Calling fans racist. Stuff like that. Like it's been a shit show since they've taken over. Kennedy coming out wearing a Forces female shirt, which instantly makes you political. And I mean, how did you not think that would piss off a huge section of Star Wars fans? I don't get it. But then to come out and say that they love the fans, this dude's trying to get a job. He's trying to get a job back at Lucasfilm. He wants work. Is Ron Howard working? He got anything coming up? Because that's when people do bullshit like this, to me, it's always like a job application. Just like when a big celebrity goes out and virtue signals hard. I always feel like they're looking for work. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Check out my Rumble and my Locals. Doing some giveaways on Locals this month. You win some CG Seed comics, which are pretty cool. You can display it. Looks awesome. Even just for following me over there, there's going to be giveaways. So follow me on Locals. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.